Have you ever woken up and felt that deep, quiet betrayal from your own body? That morning stiffness that's become your unwelcome alarm clock? That faint whisper of fear when you look at a flight of stairs? It's the slow, silent erosion of your physical freedom, and it feels deeply unfair. You're being told a story of decline, but your body is also telling you how to rewrite it. 99% of people who hear about these seeds just sprinkle them on their food and completely miss the simple activation steps that unlock their true biological power. Don't just learn what they are, stay to the end to learn how to turn them into the most powerful signals of strength and regeneration you can possibly send your body. Cellular blueprints. Before we can talk about rebuilding, we have to understand what's truly happening on the inside. Past the age of 60, our bodies begin to quietly follow two new sets of instructions. One is a process called osteoporosis, which literally means porous bones, and the other is sarcopenia, which is the age-related loss of muscle mass and function. Think of these not as diseases, but as the result of a miscommunication at a deeply cellular level. For our entire lives, our skeleton is a bustling construction site. We have builder cells called osteoblasts that lay down new bone tissue, and we have demolition cells called osteoclasts that break down old bone. In our youth, the builders work faster than the demolition crew, but as we age, especially with hormonal shifts, the demolition crew starts to get ahead. They become more aggressive, more efficient, while the builders slow down. This isn't their fault. They're running low on supplies and receiving confusing work orders. This is what leads to bones that are less dense, more fragile, and susceptible to fractures from a simple fall or stumble. The exact same story is unfolding in our muscles. Sarcopenia is not just about our muscles getting smaller, it's about them losing their power, their explosive force, their stamina. Our muscle fibers, particularly the fast twitch fibers that help us react quickly to prevent a fall, begin to shrink and are replaced by fat and fibrous tissue. It's a silent fading of strength. Again, this is a communication problem. The signals that tell our muscle cells to repair and grow stronger after use become fainter, and the nutritional building blocks needed for that repair often aren't readily available. What we're facing is a systemic challenge. It's a deficit in the essential raw materials, the minerals, the proteins, the healthy fats, and a breakdown in the communication signals, the hormonal and enzymatic pathways that tell our body how to use them. We can't just wish our way to stronger bones and muscles. We have to strategically send our body a new, powerful, and undeniable set of instructions. We have to provide ourselves with a fresh set of blueprints. This is where the paradigm shift in our thinking must occur. Food is not just fuel, it's not just about calories. Food is information. Every single bite we take is a message that we send to our 37 trillion cells. And certain foods, especially specific seeds, are incredibly dense packages of very specific, very powerful information. They contain the precise mineral building blocks, the protein scaffolds, and the essential fatty acids that act as signaling molecules, telling our bodies to shift back into a state of building and repair. They provide the calcium, the magnesium, the phosphorus that are the literal bricks and mortar for our bones. They deliver the high-quality amino acids that are the girders for our muscle fibers, and they contain unique compounds that help to quiet the inflammation and hormonal chaos that gives the demolition crew the upper hand. The solution is not about finding some magic pill. It's about becoming a master communicator with your own biology. It's about learning which specific seeds to use and how to use them to send the clearest possible signal to your body. It is time to build again. Hydration power. Our first signal comes from a tiny, unassuming seed that holds an almost magical secret. I'm talking about the chia seed. When you first look at them, they seem like nothing more than little black or white specks. But their true power is revealed when you introduce them to water. Within minutes, each seed develops a gelatinous, almost shimmering halo around it. This is not a weird quirk, this is a profound cue about its function. This gel is made of soluble fiber and it's a powerhouse of health. For our bones and the entire system that supports them, chia seeds deliver an incredible punch. First, they are a phenomenal plant-based source of calcium. Ounce for ounce, they contain more calcium than milk. This isn't just any calcium. It's a form that is readily available to our body, providing those essential bricks for the osteoblasts, our bone-building cells. They are also incredibly rich in phosphorus and magnesium, two minerals that are non-negotiable for bone health. Phosphorus is a critical structural component of bone, and magnesium is the master regulator, helping to transport calcium and activating enzymes that are essential for bone formation. But the real magic, the part that sets chia apart, is that hydration power. The ability to absorb 10 to 12 times its weight in water means that when we consume chia, we are consuming a source of deep, systemic hydration. This is crucial for seniors for several reasons. Proper hydration helps our bodies absorb and transport nutrients more effectively, meaning that the precious calcium and minerals from the chia seeds and from our other foods are more likely to reach the bones and muscles that so desperately need them. Furthermore, this gelatinous matrix supports our joints. Healthy joints are the unsung heroes of mobility. They are what allow our strong bones and muscles to work together smoothly and without pain. The hydration provided by chia seeds helps to maintain the synovial fluid that lubricates these joints, reducing the friction and stiffness that can make movement feel like a chore. That morning ache, that creakiness in the knees or hips can often be a signal of dehydration at the joint level. By incorporating properly prepared chia seeds, you are essentially providing an internal moisturizer for your entire musculoskeletal system. Here is the activation step that most people miss. To unlock this hydration power and make the nutrients maximally available, you must bloom your chia seeds before you eat them. Never just sprinkle them dry onto a salad or yogurt and hope for the best. By doing that, they can actually absorb water from your digestive system, which can be counterproductive. The proper way is to take 1 part chia seeds to about 4 parts water or any liquid you like. Almond milk, juice, it all works. Stir them together and let them sit for at least 15 to 20 minutes or even overnight in the fridge to create a true chia pudding. When you do this, you are pre-activating them. The gel has already formed on the outside, making it gentle on your digestive system. The nutrients inside the seed have become more accessible, a process called increasing bioavailability. You've transformed a simple seed into a hydrating, nutrient-dense superfood that sends a clear signal of support to every bone, joint, and muscle in your body. It's a signal of foundational strength and deep cellular hydration. It is the perfect starting point for our rebuilding project. Hormonal harmony. Our next powerhouse seed addresses one of the most significant root causes of age-related bone and muscle loss: hormonal imbalance. As we get older, the symphony of our hormones changes. For women, the decline in estrogen after menopause dramatically accelerates bone loss. For men, the gradual decline in testosterone contributes to both sarcopenia and osteoporosis. This hormonal shift is like changing the management at our body's construction site. The new bosses are giving out permits for demolition, osteoclast activity far more readily than permits for new construction, osteoblast activity. To regain control, we need to introduce a stabilizing influence, a calming messenger that can help bring a sense of order back to this chaotic environment. That messenger is the flax seed. Flax seeds are humble in appearance, but they contain a unique class of phytonutrients called lignans. And when it comes to hormonal harmony, lignans are superstars. Lignans are a type of phytoestrogen, which means they are plant compounds that can gently interact with estrogen receptors in the body. They are not the same as our own hormones, but they have a fascinating balancing effect. If the body's estrogen levels are low, the lignans can provide a very mild estrogenic effect, which can help to slow down the frenetic pace of the bone demolition crew. If the body has an excess of a certain type of hormonal activity, lignans can help by occupying the receptors, blocking stronger, more disruptive signals. Think of them as wise, gentle diplomats, They don't take over, they just bring a sense of calm and moderation to the negotiation table. For a body grappling with the hormonal shifts of aging, this signal of balance is incredibly powerful. By helping to temper the hormonal chaos that drives bone loss, flax seeds are sending a high-level instruction to the body. Slow down the demolition. Protect the assets we already have. It's a signal that works not just at the mineral level, but at the deep regulatory level of our entire system. Of course, flax seeds are not a one-trick pony. They are also one of the richest plant-based sources of an omega-3 fatty acid called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. Chronic low-grade inflammation is another key driver of both bone loss and muscle degradation. It's like a constant fire alarm going off in the body, creating stress and damage. ALA is a powerful anti-inflammatory compound that helps to quiet this alarm. By reducing inflammation, we create a more favorable environment for our builder cells to do their work. But here comes the absolutely crucial activation cue that 99% of people get wrong. You must grind your flax seeds. The whole flaxseed has an incredibly tough outer hull that our digestive system cannot break down. If you eat them whole, they will pass right through you, taking all their incredible lignans and omega-3s with them. It's a total waste. You must grind them into a meal. You can use a coffee grinder or a spice grinder, or you can simply buy pre-ground flaxseed meal. This simple step cracks open the treasure chest, unlocking the hormonal and anti-inflammatory signals that make flax so uniquely powerful for senior health. Sprinkling this ground flaxseed into a smoothie, oatmeal, or your chia pudding is how you send that clear, potent message of hormonal harmony and inflammation control directly to your cells. Mineral density. Our final seed is perhaps the most satisfyingly crunchy and delicious of the trio, and it addresses the critical role of mineral cofactors. Think of our bone-building project again. We've delivered the calcium bricks with our chia seeds. We've sent the high-level hormonal instructions with our flax seeds. But now we need the foreman and the specialty tools to actually get the job done. Our osteoblast builder cells can't work effectively without specific mineral activators that power the entire process. And this is where our third seed, the pumpkin seed or pepita, comes in. Pumpkin seeds are a true treasure chest of these vital cofactors, particularly magnesium and zinc. If calcium is the brick, magnesium is the master foreman on the construction site. It's involved in over 600 enzymatic reactions in the body, and many of them are directly related to bone health. Magnesium helps to convert vitamin D into its active form, which is essential for calcium absorption. It helps stimulate calcitonin, a hormone that draws calcium from the blood into the bones, and it plays a direct role in activating the osteoblast cells. So many people focus solely on calcium for their bones, but without sufficient magnesium, that calcium can't be used properly. It's like having a pile of bricks with no one to lay them. The other superstar mineral in pumpkin seeds is zinc. Zinc is the master craftsman, the specialist responsible for creating the scaffolding upon which our bone minerals are deposited. This scaffolding is a protein matrix made primarily of collagen. Zinc is a crucial cofactor for the enzymes that synthesize collagen. Without enough zinc, the very structure of our bones becomes compromised, even if we have enough calcium. Zinc also plays a vital role in muscle health, aiding in the repair and growth of muscle tissue. This is incredibly important for combating sarcopenia. It sends the signal for repair and regeneration after any form of physical activity, helping to maintain that precious lean muscle mass that is so vital for stability, metabolism, and overall strength. This potent 1-2 punch of magnesium and zinc is what makes pumpkin seeds a non-negotiable part of our strength-building protocol. They are not just providing raw materials, they are providing the crucial activators and regulators that ensure the entire process works as it should. They are the key that turns the engine of cellular renewal. And the benefits don't stop there. Pumpkin seeds are also an excellent source of phosphorus, another primary component of our bone matrix, and a fantastic source of high-quality plant-based protein. For every ounce, you get about 9 grams of protein, providing the very amino acids needed to fight back against age-related muscle loss. They are the complete package, delivering support for both bone density and muscle integrity. The activation tip for pumpkin seeds is simple. Enjoying them raw is fantastic for preserving all their nutrients. A light, low-heat toasting can enhance their flavor and make them even crunchier, which is perfectly fine. The key is simply to incorporate them. Sprinkle a handful onto your salads, stir them into your soups, or just enjoy them as a satisfying snack. By doing so, you are dispatching the critical foremen and craftsmen to your cellular construction site. You are ensuring that the building blocks you've supplied can actually be used to create strong, dense, and resilient tissues. It is the signal of activation and skilled execution that completes our building crew. The trifecta. We have now assembled our team. We have the foundational bricks from the chia, the high-level hormonal blueprints from the flax, and the essential power tools and foremen from the pumpkin seeds. And this is where we arrive at the ultimate secret, the insight that elevates this from a simple dietary tip to a profound strategy for lifelong vitality. The greatest power is not in any one of these seeds alone. It is in their synergy. It is in using them together as a unified team to create what I call the vitality trifecta. This is the piece that most people miss. They might hear that chia seeds are good for them and use them for a while. Then they might switch to flax. But they fail to understand that these seeds are not interchangeable. They each play a unique and complementary role. Using them together creates a biological effect that is far greater than the sum of its parts. It's like trying to listen to a symphony orchestra, but only letting one section play at a time. You'll hear the violins, and they are beautiful, but you won't experience the power, the richness, and the full emotional impact until the brass, the woodwinds, and the percussion join in. Let's look at how this synergy works inside your body. The chia seeds, with their hydrophilic gel, create a perfect delivery system. They create a hydrating, soothing environment in your gut that improves the absorption of all the nutrients you consume, including the incredible compounds from the other two seeds. The ground flax seeds come in and provide the lignans that balance the hormonal environment, quieting the pro-inflammatory signals and creating a state of receptive calm, essentially telling the bone demolition crew to take a break. This creates the perfect window of opportunity. Then the pumpkin seeds arrive on the scene, delivering that critical magnesium to activate the vitamin D you've stored and to push calcium into the bones, and the zinc to get to work building the collagen matrix that will hold it all together. Do you see the elegant dance? One provides the foundation, one provides the instructions, and one provides the activation. Each one potentiates the others. Without the chia, absorption is less efficient. Without the flax, the hormonal environment may remain hostile to building. Without the pumpkin seeds, the minerals can't be put to work effectively. It's a three-legged stool. You need all three for perfect stability. So, how do you put the vitality trifecta into practice? It's wonderfully simple. You create a master blend. In a large jar, combine 2 parts chia seeds, 2 parts ground flaxseed meal, and 1 part raw pumpkin seeds. Give it a good shake. This is now your daily strength blend. Every single day, take 2 to 3 tablespoons of this mix. You can stir it into your morning oatmeal, blend it into a smoothie with a banana and some spinach, or mix it into your chia pudding that you've prepared. By creating a single blend, you make consistency effortless. And consistency is the final, non-negotiable key to success. You are not just having a snack, you are performing a daily ritual of communication with your body. You are sending a consistent, powerful, multi-layered message of regeneration to every single cell. It's a signal that says we are no longer in a state of decline. We are in a state of renewal. We have the materials, we have the instructions, and we have the activation codes. It is time to get to work building a stronger you. This simple blend is the most powerful signal of strength and vitality you can possibly consume. The journey towards stronger bones and muscles after 60 is not about a desperate fight against time. It is a graceful process of coming back into communication with our own biology. It's about listening to the signals of stiffness and weakness, not as a death sentence, but as a request. Your body is asking for the right tools, the right instructions, and the right support. By providing this simple, powerful trifecta of seeds, you are honoring that request with wisdom and love. This is more than nutrition. It is an act of profound self-respect, a daily ritual that affirms your commitment to living with strength, with freedom, and with the deep, unshakable peace that comes from knowing you are giving your body exactly what it needs to thrive for all the years to come. YouTube comment: this isn't just about food, it's about reclaiming a sense of control over your own vitality. What's one activity you cherish that you want to be able to do pain-free for the next 20 years? Reading this has me thinking about my garden.